This is a summary of my interview with MK, a family friend. MK is in her late 20s and gave birth to our first little one 3 months ago. She has been exclusively breastfeeding her baby since this time. The following slides contain my questions and her responses. What do you know about breastfeeding? MK reports that her family, HealthLink BC, and the postpartum nurses educated her about breastfeeding. MK's mom showed her how to properly hold her baby while breastfeeding. Her family members who work in healthcare informed her of HealthLink, where she found tips on successful breastfeeding and how to prevent and relieve sore nipples. MK was so thankful for her postpartum nurses, as they really took their time to show her how to latch her little one, and they also talked about the multiple benefits of breastfeeding for her and her baby, such as enhanced immune protection. How long do you plan on breastfeeding and/or formula feeding for? What impacted your decision? MK plans on breastfeeding for at least a year and a half. She plans on supplementing her baby's diet with formula once she gets back to work. MK did mention that she does not breastfeed in certain public areas and mentioned coupons she received in the mail for a specific brand of formula, which she plans on using following her return to work. She is currently looking into buying a breast pump, as she does plan on storing some milk for when she is out in public or at family settings or when she gets back to work. What changes did you make to your diet specifically because of breastfeeding? MK took folic acid during her pregnancy. She also took iron during and following her pregnancy too. She understood why she was to take folic acid, namely to prevent neural tube defects. However, she wasn't aware of why she had to continue to take iron. MK also reduced her caffeine intake, as she knew that increased intake may lead to baby sleeping problems. She cut out all fish and shellfish from her diet, as she did not want to take any risks regarding mercury damage to her baby, and she wasn't sure of which specific fish and shellfish to avoid to reduce exposure. How does your culture influence your thoughts and routine regarding breastfeeding? MK identifies as belonging to the Fijian culture. Her mom chimed in at this point and mentioned that in their culture there is a belief that breastfeeding strengthens the bond between the baby and the mother. MK also mentioned that it is not culturally appropriate to breastfeed in public due to exposure of skin. While she does not necessarily agree with this notion, she abides by this when she feels it's appropriate to do so as a sign of respect for her elders. How does your partner support you during the breastfeeding process? MK loves how supportive her husband has been and continues to be when she breastfeeds. He runs most of the household errands because he understands that she gets tired. He sits with her while she breastfeeds. Her and her husband use that time to talk about their newborn and what they look forward to in terms of parenting. MK also stated that her husband wakes up at night and stays up with her when she breastfeeds her little boy. She reports that him staying up with her makes it feel like less of a chore and more of a family bonding time. Thank you.